Hey, District 15 friends, I don't want to take up much of your time, but I need to ask you to do one thing for me before you leave school on Friday. Please be sure to log into Blue Panda and make sure you can get in and that you see your students, because otherwise you may run into problems. FBLA state registration is due Tuesday at 5 p.m. and that's a firm deadline. So it's app.gobluepanda.com. The username is MOFBLA and then underscore and your chapter number, which was in a spreadsheet kind of grid that I sent in a previous email. So you're going to type that in, and the password for everybody is service. You're going to hit login, and it always asks me to refresh, and I don't know, it's weird sometimes. So just if you get any kind of prompts, hit OK. So you should see your school's name up here at the top. And then down here is SLC from last year. You can see like your total balance for state. But then below that, you should see District 15. And that's DLC. You're going to hit continue. Now, if you've already been in there, it's going to say in progress, or it will say submitted if you've already submitted yours. We did have one school who's already submitted theirs. So you're going to hit continue. And then in here, you need to do a couple of just basic things. One, go to the final question and hit edit and put the name of the advisor who's going to do all your testing stuff and their email. And then go in here to attendees and add yourself, the advisor, as an attendee, because you need to go in and click the add button and make sure that you can see your students. Okay? You've got to make sure you can see your students. So if you can see your students, you're okay. To register yourself, just put advisor, fill in your name and NA here, your email here, and hit save. And I'm not going to do it again. But then you'll show as a registered participant. And everything should then be green, which means at least you've done the bare minimum, which tells me that you can get into the system and that it's working. And then if you're having problems or you don't see students, please let us know. But that probably means you didn't get them put in the national database. So that national database does not refresh immediately. It takes sometimes 4 hours up to a day to refresh. So really, you need to have all your students entered into the national database honestly by Friday, I would say. So anyway, you can close finish later and come back to that and then finish it next week. It does take a little bit of time. You have to add all of your students in here individually, and then after you add them, then you have to put them in a competition. So you click add, you find your student over here, and you put them in the competition. So you got to put all the kids in there. So maybe even if you don't know what event they're doing, you could at least put them in here and then scoot them over later on. But just know it's not like you can sit down and be done in 5 minutes. I mean, if you only have a couple people maybe, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So just plan for that. Okay, 3 minutes are up. Didn't want to take up too much of your time. Let us know if you need help. Thanks.